Ireland has dismissed Emmanuel Macron's Brexit deal threat as Brexit trade talks have only days left. The 27 members of the European Union must now give space to the bloc's chief negotiator Michel Barnier to conclude trade talks with Britain, Irish Prime Minister Michael Martin said on Friday. Mr. Martin said he fervently hoped a trade deal can be agreed. But Downing Street has said the Brexit trade talks are at a very difficult point and warned that time is ticking if a deal is to be struck. Mr. Martin told reporters, "There have been some countries putting pressure on. We have got to give them the space to reach an agreement on this. We have appointed a negotiating team. We have got to allow them the space to conclude these talks and hopefully achieve an agreement." The European Union aims to reach a post-Brexit trade deal with Britain this weekend if possible, the BBC said on Friday, citing an unnamed EU source close to the talks. Both sides are giving it their all. "Well, try and get this done this weekend if at all possible," the BBC's Europe editor, Katja Adler, quoted the source as saying. Speaking on Friday, a spokesman for Boris Johnson said, "We are committed to working hard to try and reach an agreement with the EU and the talks are ongoing. There are still some issues to overcome. Time is in very short supply and we are at a very difficult point in the talks. What is certain is we will not be able to agree a deal that doesn't respect our fundamental principles on sovereignty, fishing and control. Our negotiating team is working extremely hard in order to bridge the gaps that remain." Mr. Barnier and Lord Frost, the UK's lead negotiator, are both personally involved in Friday's discussions, Downing Street said. The comments come after Business Secretary Alok Sharma told broadcasters there were a number of tricky issues still outstanding. Fishing and the so-called level playing field aimed at preventing unfair competition on state subsidies and standards remain the main issues to be resolved in the talks. And with the Brexit transition period due to end on December 31, there is little time left to get a deal agreed by negotiators and approved by the EU's leaders, Westminster and the European Parliament. European Commission spokesman Eric Mamer, asked for an update on fishing rights, told reporters in Brussels, "Today is still a day for negotiations, they are ongoing, so we can't make any comments on the contents of what is being discussed." In an indication of the intensity of the discussions, Mr. Barnier opted to postpone a meeting with delegates from the EU's 27 member states in order to focus on the negotiations. Sebastian Fischer, a spokesman for the group, tweeted, "There will be no #COREPER on EU-UK talks today due to the ongoing intensive negotiations in London. Keep your fingers crossed and stay tuned."